Thanks for staying with us. I'm Cody Holyoke.
And I'm Ann McCloy. They're not paramedics, firefighters, or police, but a handful of top officials in New York State may now use red lights and sirens on their personal cars.
Bit of a puzzling move. Jennifer Lukey here tonight with a story. And Jen, very mixed opinions on this regulation.
Yeah, and Cody, there sure are. Now, this change in regulation allows the governor, the lieutenant governor, certain commissioners, and 2 top aides to use sirens on any vehicle they own or operate while responding to an emergency situation. The administration points to situations like the Buffalo snowstorm, Hurricane Sandy, Tropical Storm Irene as to why these folks need the access, but there's been a lot of backlash from the community.
The new regulations allow the commissioners of DEC, the Department of Transportation, and Homeland Security to use lights and sirens. Most people don't have a problem with that.
Regardless of their title, whether they're emergency responders or somebody just going to help somebody and has to be there in a hurry, use those red lights. Come and help me. I don't want to wait another minute. Get through the traffic, and that's okay.
Where the issue comes in is that the secretary to the governor, along with the director of operations, can also have the lights.
I don't agree with it.
James Newton was in corrections for decades.
Even when I was superintendent, I couldn't put a flasher on my roof. Even if I had an escape, I couldn't use a flashing light. So what does he need a flashing light for?
In its justification for the regulation, the Cuomo administration said, quote, "This would assist our leaders in expeditiously responding to emergencies such as natural disasters, and it would save state resources by doing away with the need for a police escort."
Some people would use it and do it honestly. Other people would take advantage of it.
We spoke with a number of emergency responders in the area, and most say they don't have a problem with the governor's brass having lights and sirens if they know how to use them properly.
They should have the basic training of understanding that the minute they turn those on, what they're responsible for. Just because you suddenly put a light on the roof of your car doesn't mean that you're God and you can get away with everything. You need to follow the law.
Jim thinks perhaps there should have been more discussion about the change before it took place.
I think there should have been more people involved in it. It should have been a decision made by a number of people, cross-section of law enforcement, governor's people would help.
Now, I asked the governor's people today whether these folks will be required to take safety training. Most emergency responders take what's known as EVOC, or Emergency Vehicle Operator courses. The governor's office did not get back to me as to whether that was a requirement or even a recommendation. Cody.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. We let you handle this one. This story has gotten an overwhelmingly negative response from you on our CBS 6 Facebook page. A lot of viewers wrote in. Here's Don. She wrote, "Why?" and then 3 question marks for added effect. What is his reason for them? They're not first responders. Leave lights and sirens to the true people that deserve them. Robin was thinking along the same line, saying, "That's a slap in the face for me and women who put their lives on the line every day." And Shalina had a pretty passionate response as well, writing, "Just wrong. They need sirens while people go hungry or uneducated or worse, but they need sirens? Don't the taxpayers have enough to pay for?" Keep the conversation going. You can sound off about these sirens on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/CBS6 Albany.